Welcome, people, to the unknown world of freedom of speech, episode 1. Brought to you by yours truly, Larry Belafonte, aka Price. I'm excited, y'all. What's the deal? It's my first podcast. This is gonna be sick. We're gonna be hitting on so many different things from, yourself, religion, money, music, this crazy ass world we live in. Anything you could think of, man. This is freedom of speech, and so it's exactly what it is what it's called, and you get it. Freedom of damn speech. This is where we're gonna get off our ideas, our thoughts. No judgment, no filter, no cutbacks, no redos. We living with it, and that's just, anybody who knows me knows that that's how I rock. Why am I doing a podcast? For anyone who may potentially know me, I'm one half of this ill ass fucking hip hop group called Audio Push. Shout out to my brother Octane, aka Juju Nevermind. I'm gonna have him featured on one of these episodes soon, most certainly. But yeah, why am I doing a podcast? Anyone who knows me, they know I talk. And I talk a lot. I'm working on that, though. But growing up, man, I never really realized how much I talked. I used to get called Talking Larry by my auntie Sylvia. Shout out to my auntie Sylvia. That was my uncle Billy, rest in peace, my uncle Grizzly. That was his wife. My auntie Sylvia was awesome. We used to go to her house in the summer. Thug, me and my cousin City, R.I.P. You're going to hear me talk about him a lot throughout all of these podcasts, period. But, City, that is. But yeah, my auntie Sylvia, she always used to call me Talking Larry. My cousin Leo, Trajan, all my day ones, man. And so I never really realized that. I thought they just was hating on me. I thought I was like a 7-year-old kid, and they just was hating because I used to say what I wanted. Yeah, I mean, just growing up, man, I realized, like, damn, I kind of got an opinion. I always got something to say. And so, don't mind that. But I always got something to say, And then my mom used to always tell me that, like, you always got something to say. Every time I'm talking, you talking. And so I used to just be like, shut up. You hating because you a mom. You know what I mean? So, I always felt like, I don't know, man. I felt like I got a voice. You know what I mean? And I just want to use it. And so I got older, though. Once I got older, I started to realize, like, yo, you got to start being quiet, and listen more, because the more you listen, the more you learn. And so I worked on that, and I still have the urge to speak, though. Growing up, it was always just to talk, because I just wanted to talk versus a method to the madness, a purpose to the point, a something to the speech. I don't know. I didn't have an S, but shit. Success to the speech. Damn it, I don't know. You get what I'm going with it. But man, and now at this point, I'm 26 years old. Still young kid. I got a son. He's 6 years old. I'm married. Got married about 2 years ago. And man, shit has been awesome though. Life's awesome. And I got another kid on the way, and I started to realize, like, man, this world is fucking wild. This world is wild, and I kind of I gotta get out here and do what I can do, at least to speak on what I believe in. I know CNN ain't gonna give me no slot, and these other motherfuckers ain't looking to give your boy a slot, so I'm gonna go take a slot, period. So here we are, freedom of speech, where we hit on everything, any and everything. Today is 9/11. 2017, and I'm seeing all these posts like, don't forget 9/11, don't forget 9/11, don't forget. And I agree, don't forget 9/11. Don't forget the tragic New York event that transpired, courtesy of the Twin Towers and all that wild shit that went on that, personally, I believe was constructed by the United States anyway. But, what do I know? At the end of the day, I'm just like, Yeah, don't forget that, but also don't forget 9/11 when they were hanging motherfuckers. You know, it's been tragic for 9/11's been a tragic day for us. You know, and it's not going to stop. The memories aren't going to stop. The pain isn't going to stop. And so, my only thing is acknowledge it all. And there's so many loopholes, people, in the 9/11 terrorist, quote unquote, terrorist attacks. It's wild. Like, if you really do your history and research, see, the reason why people are saying woke nowadays so much is because of the internet. All these people have always wanted knowledge. Like, people have always wanted the wisdom. They've always wanted the truth, but they've never had access. Even back all the way to the slave days where we get killed if we were reading and writing. You know what I mean? The only thing we were allowed to read was the Bible. And if you were reading that without their permission, you would get killed. Simple as that, or beat down to where you damn near need to die. You should die. You want to die. And so, you know what I mean? When you think of that, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? We've always been held back from the knowledge until the internet came. And you can't control the internet as much. You can't control the knowledge. If you want it, it's there for you. And that's the beauty. And so that's why all you dope motherfuckers that's going to be tuned into freedom of speech, by the way, excuse the explicit language. This is freedom of speech. I will be kicking all type of spiritual game about love, about life, about the true universal God, about all the great things a person can experience in life. But it may be followed with a fuck, a shit, an ass, a hoe, a bitch, a damn slut, ass. I said ass. Okay, you get it. And yeah, so back to the point. But we've always been held from the knowledge, and so we're here now. And we're here able to soak and get the knowledge we want. And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if some wild shit happened today. We have one of probably the most, there's not a probably two, the most idiotic, ridiculous, uneducated, fucking presidents of all time. Like, yo, this shit is nutty. To just see some of the stuff that's transpiring in the U.S. in 2017, that's like, it's a real thing. I mean, of course, we've been getting killed by the police. I'll hit on that on some episodes, but it's been happening. Luckily, we have the power of the internet. We have the power of smartphones. So what do you get? You get to document it. You get to catch some shit live. So now the awareness is up. And that's a reality. But I don't really know if there's much that can be done other than the fact that awareness, and now we know to mount up. We know at least to put the phone out. You know, we know at least to hold, like me personally, when I get pulled over, my phone's out. Because you're going to know, I got my eye on your ass. And the people watching, we on live. And that's the beauty. But at the end of the day, it's about the inner knowledge, man. You got to know. We got to know. Because like I was saying, we're dealing with probably the wildest president of all time. And the moves are being made right in front of our face. And there's still no strategizing going on. There's still no strategy, and it sucks to see. I mean, I don't really see it. I don't feel it. You know, if there is some strategy going on, I sure would love to get involved, other than the strategy I put together between the people I can control, which is the Good Vibe Tribe. What it do? Peace signs up to the sky one time. Bear with me. But other than the tribe, and you guys now who are all a part of the tribe, my freedom of speech listeners, other than us and what you can't control, I'm not seeing much from the powers, other than marches and things like that. But it's kind of getting a little deeper than that nowadays. But I guess we'll hit on that a little bit more. But it is 9/11, so we do want to give a moment of silence to the people who lost their lives, to the tragic events that occurred that didn't have shit to do with them. You know, granted, the U.S. definitely orchestrated the whole extravaganza, in their eyes at least, the tragedy in ours, still doesn't make up for the lives lost in New York City. So let's take a time out to give a moment of silence for those amazing people and their families that are still being affected every year that this day does come. And let's give a moment of silence to the lives lost on those trees being hung from those lynches as well, on those 9/11 dates. Oh, and we back on your ass. Freedom of speech, Larry Belafonte, back in the building. We just dropped an album, Last Lights Left. You can go get that on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, blah, 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 blah. All the dope places you like to listen to shit, it's there. So go jam to that. All type of vibes. Good Vibe Tribe. What is that? I'm sure some of you guys are like, what the hell is the Good Vibe? The Good Vibe Tribe is exactly what it sounds like it is. It's a tribe full of good vibes. It's a team full of people that are dreaming and living those dreams. It's people who wake up every day and inspire and aspire to inspire and aspire to just make change in anything or anywhere that they can control it. And you'll hear me say that a lot because that's what I'm about. When I say what you can control, I mean that. Like, your family is something that you could control, or at least control their thoughts. You know, you might not can control their actions, but saying certain things and planting certain seeds on them, you could control their thoughts. That's a fact. So do that. You know what I mean? God damn. And if you got a community, if you got listeners, if you got followers, even if that's 300, you can control at least their thought process, whether they're ignoring you or not. At least they'll see it, and that's something you can't deny, you can't ignore. So that's some dope shit. And so me personally, I like to impact who and what I can control, and so the Good Vibe Tribe is something that me and Octane are able to, positively control. And inspire. And every day, me, I came up from, like, I wasn't in the slummiest just shit at all times of my life, because my mom's thing was this. She didn't give a shit if it was no furniture in the crib, no food in the fridge. She just didn't want to stand in the hood. So we'll have a damn 2-story house and no furniture. No food, like, no fits like that. But, like, we'll eat, we'll have dinner and shit, but niggas will be thugging that shit. Like, you know what I mean? No furniture, no couches and shit. Like, but we got a fat crib, and I'm just like, never got it. I'm like, Mom, why can't we just stay in an apartment? Let's go get an apartment. At least we'll have some food and shit, some clothes, the gang. God damn, can we have 2 controllers on the game? It's 3 of us in here. How we got 2? By the way, I had at the time, I'm the oldest of 6 kids. So 6 now, on my mom's side at least. And so at the time, it would be me, my little brother and sister, Zay and Nisi. And shit, it's 3 of us. So damn, like, my cousin City pull it up. Like, niggas just pull it up. They would hop on the game. And there ain't enough controllers, moms. And that's because I get it now. I understand the bigger picture, but I think chess could have been played a whole lot better on Mom's part. But at the same time, she was a single mom. My mom had me at 16. I was her first kid at 16. You overdid. And she had 3 kids by the time she was 21. No daddies was around. I mean, my little brother and sister's dad was around, but that nigga was crazy as fuck. Used to be beating my mom's ass. I was 5 years old when I seen that nigga, like, really whoop my mom's ass, and I was, like, trying to help. This nigga, like, pushed me all into the wall, hit my head, just some crazy-ass shit, and I still kept on trying to help. And then the police came. I remember that because I don't know why, but I had a whole little kid costume in the room. So when the police came, I put my little costume on like I was going to help them, but fuck 12 now. Nah, straight up. Shout out to the police out there that's doing their right shit. Because at the end of the day, If somebody motherfucking do something to your granny or rob your granny house or some shit, your granny gonna call the police. At times you need the police. So all you niggas that be out here acting like, oh, fuck the police, a 24/7, stop. Because when you won't need the police, you use them and utilize them. But at the same time, fuck you police that are corrupted. Fuck you police that are out here killing our people. Fuck you police that are using y'all power and authority for evil. Straight like that. And so, they came when I was a kid and all that. And he was just wild. That nigga used to break in my mom's crib and shit and kidnap us. Some just wild shit, like crazy. You know what I mean? But that's stuff that happens when you're young. Sadly, you on drugs. You're going through different things in life. And what people don't understand is, like, back then, crack and speed and all that shit, that was the Xannies and lean of 2017. The Mollies and the motherfuckers and all that. You know what I mean? And so, sadly, they just, once you did it one time, it was curtains. Your whole life is going to be changed and different. Like, we're getting chances because Xans and leans and Percocets and Mollies and Walk Hard and shit like that, it don't, it's not as effective. Granted, they're some of the most addictive drugs, but they're not so crazy to where your teeth missing and shit, like, and your hair, and you just don't give a damn, and you gonna do it. It's not that. But sadly, our elders were experimenting with that crazy shit, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. One time hitting that pipe could change your life forever and change your family's life forever. So, hey, it was nutty. It was nutty to see, and so it's nutty to at least to be a part of. So my mom, like, after that, she was thugging, period. And I was thugging with her. We was thugging, like, period. I used to stay at the crib by myself, 5 years old, 7 years old, watching my little brother and sister, like, and that's a fact. Just thugging because my mom used to have to do what she had to do to get that Porcier coming in. Porcier, that's that cash. Y'all gonna hear all type of little lingo for the pleepo, you dig? But, yeah. So moms used to be going crazy with it. Crazy. But I used to just not understand that. And so we didn't always stay, like, in the craziest shit, but at the same time, we in Southern California, so you in the hood even when you ain't in the hood. And it's just that simple. And when you in the IE, which is Inland Empire, for the people who don't know, some of my first-time listeners, the Inland Empire is Southern California, about 40 minutes east from Los Angeles. The biggest county in the United States is San Bernardino County, which is in the Inland Empire. The biggest music festival probably in music is held in the Inland Empire, which is Coachella. Excuse me. Sadly, not to be glorified, but the murder capital, a lot of times, many of years, and the murder capital of California, the highest murder rate city is San Bernardino County in San Bernardino. And that's in the Inland Empire. So I'm saying that to say it's a lot of shit you can't run from. My restaurants in San Bernardino, I was born and raised in and out of in and out of San Bernardino, Rialto, Banning, Paris, Moreno Valley, Riverside. I lived everywhere in the IE. And it was cracking. And it was fun. But it was some wild shit we was doing. We didn't know no better. We was kids. We was young. Some of the homies is still thugging because it's too late. We done lost soldiers to this shit. Rest in peace, my real ones. Shout out my nigga TCT2. Hero City, Demontre, Bucho, Demi. It's a lot of real ones that's not gonna, be able to wake up tomorrow and tell me I love them. Tell me they love me, so it's a real thing. But, and my mom knew that. My pops went to jail when I was 5. My pops went to jail for like 12 years. And he got out when I was like 16, 17. Went back for like 4 years. Got out again. And we was thugging for a bit. And now he back in there. And he looking at 30. And not 30 days. And it's a sad thing. And that's the reason why I get up every day and try to do something different. Try to do something amazing. Try to do something that's going to change the people, change the world, change my culture, change my city, change my family, change me. Simple as that. And it's amazing. And so my mom's tried to keep us out the hood because she's seen all that type of shit. But at the same time, we was in the hood. Like, we stay right around the corner from the hood, no matter. Or if you do got a cool little crib, you right up the street. Like, an only big crib I can think of is our crib in Paris. That was our little fat little crib we had. And even then, I'm getting chased home by the essays and shit after the rumbles, and we rumbling with them every day because it was cracking in my school. It was 89% Hispanic, and they was tripping. Them niggas was tripping. Like, tripping in a real way. They had their own wall at the school, and they wasn't having it over niggas on their wall. Niggas was getting slashed in the chest with screwdrivers and all that, and we was beating on them. And they didn't like that. And so, but it was crazy, and it was a real thing. And so it was wild to see and to be even here to make it now after knowing that so many people didn't make it. To be here doing a podcast, even able to talk about it is just dope. And so here we are. And I get it now, but at the same time, when we was there and in the hood, I was like, moms, you blowing it because, free the homie son, but this nigga had a 2-story crib too. And his mom used to pat him down every day when he leave the crib because this nigga was tripping. I used to have to sneak the 40 out, period. And that's a real thing. And this is like 15 years old, 14, 15, something around there, 16. And we just ain't know no better. We thought it was fun, but now you look up and people really got life in prison, People really died. And it's a sad thing. And now it's 2017, like I got to do better. So here we are, freedom of speech, hitting on all that real shit. From top to bottom, left to right, 10 toes down, we ain't going to be playing. You checked in with Larry Belafonte. All game giving free gems. Freedom of speech. From resisting everyone else. Free. That's where these thoughts come from. That's where my spirit come from, my energy, my vibe. It's from resisting everyone else's thoughts, everyone else's push, everyone else's religion, everyone else's idea on what my life should have been. Resisting it and going and finding my own way. So that's where we're here. That's where free came from. That's what freedom's about. And it's not in a negative way. You must resist to find your own way. You got to bump your head to see, okay, that's not how you do that. Then you got to try it again and bump your head the other side to realize, okay, that wasn't the way to do that either. Then you figure out your own wiggle, you dig? And that's how you find your freedom. It's that simple, man. But they want to contain that. They want to lock that. They want to take that. You dig what I'm saying? Is y'all hearing me? They want to control it, whether it's religion, whether it's school, whether it's in a relationship, whether you can't let nobody control that. Your mind. That shit is everything. And that's why I'm out here living free, you dig? I'm blowing good gas. I'm being faithful to my woe, which is my woman, my lady, my queen, my wife, my baby, my sweetie. As long as she act accordingly. And I'm holding it down and doing what I'm supposed to do. I got a restaurant in San Bernardino, California. My family working there and they get into it. I got amazing sisters. Support. Della, Shatana, Ty, Lily. I got gang. The good vibe tribe over the world. Free NO, free Clack, free BP. It's amazing things we gonna do here on Freedom of Speech. And this is just the introduction, letting y'all know the world and what the vibe gonna be like, you feel me? We gonna be hitting on so much different shit, from sports like these weak-ass niggas doing all type of weak-ass trades in the NBA like they be doing. or the NFL and they bunk shit. By the way, I am strong and heavy on my NFL boycott. Period, point blank. And this is a serious point, skank. So don't you play with your kid. Larry Belafonte. I'm not fucking with the NFL unless the Giants give my nigga Dante a slot on that roster. Shout out to Dante Dion. Or he get picked up on somebody's roster. That's the only way. And even at that point, that will be limited. But that's my little brother, and he is a young star. Shout out to the whole Good Eats team. And my young brother, Jamal Williams. That's my young, too, if I see him doing his stuff on the Green Bay. But honestly, to be 100% real with y'all, I'm not fucking with the NFL. And why is that? Because they are blatantly showing pure white supremacy, blatantly showing racism, disrespect. They telling black people, white people, all people that believe in equality and unity and truth and love. They telling all of us, fuck you. That's what they telling us. Straight to our face. By not putting Kaepernick, who is one of the most talented, eligible fucking quarterbacks in the world, to at least be on someone's roster, you're just saying fuck y'all. And why? Because he quietly protested against the bullshit that y'all are putting us through. And so what people don't seem to realize, especially like our generation, the youth, the youngs, my young ones that might be listening, and even some of the old cats that's listening. And what I say by, I don't mean old when I say old, but when I mean old is like, you know, the 30 pluses and those, you know, some of y'all be sleep because y'all ain't know no better. Y'all mamas cooked, you know, chitlins and shit every night and just didn't know no better. You niggas grew up on bologna, hot dogs like your boy and shit. And y'all ain't know no better. Your mamas was young and they got taught something, so they locked it in y'all. So y'all ain't know. But at the end of the day, you better get to knowing now. It's 2017. Damn it, it's 2017. And this is freedom of speech. And we ain't finna play no games. We gonna kick fucking flavor, you feel me? And that's why we here and we locked in. We can't be playing none of them games that these niggas is trying to lock our minds in on. My bad. I tipped away from the mic because I am rolling gas pack because y'all got me mad for a second. But luckily I went to anger management in Atlanta, so I ain't going out like that. You did. But I just can't go out like this. You know. 1 second, y'all. I can't go out like this. And this is the time where y'all should be as well rolling up. If y'all have not, if you don't smoke, go get you a tall glass of water. Please don't let it be faucet water. Get you a tall glass of water. Throw some ice cubes in there, or get your bottled water, canteen, whatever that is. But if you're not rolling gas pack, you need to be sipping water while you are listening to freedom of speech. That is our flavor. That is the only flavor. I'm not mad at the red wine. Good for that heart. But we ain't promoting shit else. You feel me? But, yeah. So the reason why the NFL could get away, I'm sorry, my J is rolling, we back on track. The reason why the NFL are able to get away with doing the type of things they're doing, and they don't give a damn about doing it, and the thing that people don't seem to understand and realize, to my point, is these motherfuckers is slave owners. And this ain't even to be heavily on no extra out, just heavily slave root shit, but this is a fact. And on freedom of speech, all we kicking is facts, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's it. Facts. And I can't help but to give my niggas the real and the gems in the game on freedom of speech. And these motherfuckers is slave owners. So let me break this cycle down to y'all. How when slaves were slaves for all those X amount of years, that's free work. And we wasn't just massaging backs and feet and shit. Niggas wasn't in there just bringing, oh, here go your potatoes, master. And I said, here go your grapes. It wasn't just that. Niggas was in the field picking cotton. What do you sleep on every day? Fuck that. What do you wear every day? What keeps you from not being naked? Shout out to Eve, ratchet ass, for talking my nigga Adam into fucking biting the fruit and shit and revealing that we even naked in the first place. If you believe in the Bible. If you believe in the Bible. And that's for you, that's for the Bible believers. We don't diss no religions here. We believe in all religions. That's the beauty of the universal God. I believe there's multiple paths to the Creator as long as you're righteously on that path. You dig. But back to the point. Niggas wasn't just bringing grapes and shit. Niggas was not on no shit like that. It was real labor. Niggas was picking cotton for hundreds of years. Hear me, people. My family, please hear me. All races that's listening. I'm talking to all y'all so y'all can get the game and understand when you see black people that aren't over it. And you're like, and when y'all privately in y'all houses and shit like, why aren't they over it? This is why, motherfucker. Peep game, check play. Peep it. It wasn't motherfucking seeds and shit just getting picked up off the ground. Niggas was picking cotton, you feel me? And that wasn't Lil Wayne. Niggas was picking cotton, which the slave masters were selling, making profit from for hundreds and hundreds of years with hundreds and hundreds of free employees. I have a restaurant. If all my employees, which I have like 3 or 4 employees, if all of them worked for free for a month, I'd be up a good couple $100,000 easily. Give me 2 months, and it's going to get scary. So, when you really factor that in, for all them years, these motherfuckers got free work, picking cotton, all that, free work, which means your profit probably quadruples. Where do y'all think all that money went, you motherfuckers? Excuse my language for all you 7 and 8-year-olds that might be listening, because niggas be listening. 12 and 13-year-olds, they ain't even supposed to be on your iPad banging this. Where do y'all think all that bread went? Like, if I made $90 million, y'all think that shit ain't gonna get passed down to my son? And when he flip it to 180 million, you think that ain't gonna get passed down to his sons? And his sons and his sons and his sons. Freedom of speech. I'm trying to give it to y'all. It's a real thing. So the reason why these motherfuckers got that type of wealth and they take so much they have so much personal feelings towards Kaepernick and the shit he did with the flag is because these motherfuckers are descendants of slave masters. It's that simple. Come on now. My bad. But it's that simple. We dealing with slave masters, and they're not going to play no games. And so when you know that, and when that's a reality, that's what makes you have to respect Kaepernick so much more, because the stand he's taking is so much deeper than just the cops killing our unarmed people out here. So many blacks, but it's not even just blacks, trust me. They chipping a lot of us. Hispanics, white, they chipping a lot of us silently. The only thing is blacks, it's so much light being shed on it because we be getting tortured from day one. The moment the United States was a real thing. So, to say that, that's the reason why I can't fuck with the NFL. Because I know all we're doing is supporting white supremacy, racism, slave masters. And what did they have on slave plantations? They had Africans, they had slaves who were treated better. Because they wasn't even all house niggas. Some slaves that got treated good didn't even make it to the house. They wasn't in the big house. The niggas who got to fight and got paid to fight and got treated a little better because they was a fighter, They was entertainment. Come on now. They taking them from different plantations, or they got the niggas coming to their plantation and they locking them up. Niggas is scrapping, they betting on them, beating niggas to death. Cold part. They don't want to hear that though on freedom of speech. See, let me let y'all know something. This ain't the place. That's why I gotta kick all levels of the game to y'all on this first episode. Y'all gotta know we going all over the place. You feel me? Because y'all going to understand freedom of speech means free speech. Come on now. We giving real game on here. We not filtering shit on freedom of speech. So, I'm not giving into that shit. Niggas running around here with jerseys and just all the extra shit when these motherfuckers is bluntly like, fuck y'all. And we not going to put him on no team. And you little dumbass niggas gonna keep watching it. And you fuckers gonna keep buying tickets and pulling up. And you dumbass niggas is gonna go right on NFL.com/your favorite team /jerseys and buy some shit. Cause y'all crazy. And y'all wonder why we don't get shit. Y'all wonder why we never got the bunk ass 40 acres in the mule. We wasn't gonna get that. They knew we wasn't gonna get it because black motherfuckers don't want to move on nothing. I don't know why. But I believe in this generation. And this is why I started this podcast. Because the fact of the matter is, this generation ain't with the talk. This generation ain't with the play. I know that. I believe that. I've seen that. So we gonna change the game. I got my game from Dick Gregory, so don't you speak unless you paying me. Keep your religion and the slavery. You can find that on Planet Earth is Live, which is on Last Slice Left, which you can find that on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, the whole 9 yards. Freedom of speech. Larry Belafonte. Tapped all the way in, signed all the way in, logged all the way in with the real ones. And we straight out the IE. We will be having special guests on freedom of speech. We gonna be going over all type of dope music shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But for me, I'm really want to just hit on the world. I want to hit on love. I want to hit on you motherfuckers that don't want to be faithful. I want to hit on you motherfuckers that do want to be faithful. I want to hit on y'all that don't want to be on no relationships. I love everything about life. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be grateful for a living, be able to touch people, be a blessing and not a burden. That's all we about here on Freedom of Speech. That's all this free life is about. This free wear is about. This good vibe tribe is about. The Last Slice Left is about. And I'm going to see y'all again on the next episode of Freedom of Speech. Y'all be cool. Y'all be gravy. Be blessed. Be smooth. And remember, don't take anything personally. And that wraps up our first episode of Freedom of Speech. This is dope as shit. It's kind of everything I thought it would be. We're going to probably be doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So tune in, tap in, log in, sign in. Make sure that you are locked in. Subscribe to the SoundCloud. And we're going to get it cracking. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't got the time yet, though. But you just know on them days to be looking out for it in the evening. And y'all stay true to yourselves, stay pure. Everything y'all do, move through love. Peace.